So plus d sine of 4t. So now we can use the method of undetermined coefficients to find the solution. And so for method of undetermined coefficients, I will take the derivative. It will be minus 4c sine of 4t plus 4d cosine of 4t. Okay, so and then y double prime of p is equal to minus 16c cosine of 4t plus and then a minus, so minus 16d sine of 4t. So input into the original equation I can write again was this 0.2 y double prime 0.2 y double prime plus 1.2 y prime 1.2 y prime and then plus 2y was equal to 5 cosine 40. 5 cosine of 40. So okay, therefore so 0.2 times of this equation, so it will be 16 into 0.2. 16 times 2 is that will be 3.2 y, sorry, 3.2 c cosine 40 and that will be minus, and minus 3.2 d sine 40, and for y prime p we will multiply by 1.2, so it will be 1.2 times 4 is 4.8, so it will be minus 4.8 c sine 40, and then this one also plus 4.8 d sine 40 and plus 2y. 2y is this, plus 2c cosine of 40 and plus 2d sine of 40, and that will be equal to 5 cosine of 40. So now we will collect the coefficients. So it will be cosine of 40. Okay, so first we will take the coefficients of cosine of 40. So minus 3.2c and then plus 4.8 d yeah, it should be cosine of 40, right? Cosine, because when we took it like this from here, it should be cosine. So I did a mistake again. So it is plus 4.8 d and then plus 2 c. So this will be equal to 5. So we can write it like this because 2c and minus 3.2c minus 1.2c plus 4.8 d is equal to 5. And then we'll collect the coefficients of sine. Minus 3.2 d minus 4.8 c and plus 2 d is equal to 0. So this will be then minus 4.8 C minus 1.2D minus 1.2D is equal to 0. So now we can solve these two equations. For this, maybe what I can do is I can multiply this equation by 4. So I can write it here. It will be minus 4.8 C plus 4.8 times 4 is 19.2 D is equal to 20. So now I subtract this equation from this equation, so it will be C will cancel, so it will be minus 19.2 minus 1.2, so it will be minus what you say is 20.4. Minus 20.4 is equal to minus 20. So the value of D will be, so the value of D will be approximately 0.98. And using this value of D maybe in this equation, okay, minus 4.8 C minus 1.2 into 0.98. So we can find the value of C. So C will be then equal to 1.2 times 0.98 divided by minus 4.8. Okay, so value of C will be then, so it will be then minus 0.245. Okay, so now we get the particular solution which is equal to C minus 0.245 cosine 40 plus 0.98 0.98 sine 40. Okay, so we have the homogeneous solution also. Homogeneous solution was here. Homogeneous solution was here, this one. Okay, e power minus 3t a cosine t plus b sine t. So the total solution will be, the general solution will be e power minus 3t. I have to go back and look again. E power 3t plus into a cosine t plus b sine t. Okay, into a cosine t plus b sine t, and then minus 0.245 cosine 40 plus 0.98 sine 4t. So if the initial value conditions given are like y 0 is equal to 0.5 and y prime 0 is equal to 0, so then we can determine these coefficients a and b as well. So maybe we can do it here. So let's put this one. So y0 is 0.5. So 0.5 is equal to e power minus 3t. This will be 1. And then a times cosine, this will be 1 because cosine 0 is 1. Okay. And then the next term sine 0 is 0. This term will be 0. Then minus 0.245. This term will be 1. And then plus next term will be 0. So in this way we can find the value of a to be, it is, let's simplify it a bit, 0.5, then it will be a, and then minus 0.245. So a will be equal to 0.5 plus 0.245, so it will be then 0.745. A will be 0.745. So now we apply the second condition, but for this we need to have the y prime, so that will be a little bit lengthy expression. So y prime of t, actually, yeah, you can put t over here as well. So it will be, so in this the product rule will apply. So e power minus 3t into minus a sine t plus b cosine t. And now for this, it will be minus e power minus 3t into a cosine t plus b sine t. So this derivation is done. And then for this, it will be minus 0.245 into 4. Okay, so minus 0.245 into 4 sine 40, and then it will be because sine will change. Okay, so it will be plus, and then plus 0.98 times 4 into cosine of 4t, so it should be plus. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now we put this value, so it was 0, so y prime of t is 0, and then this term will be 1, this term will be 0 sine, and then this will be b times 1, and then this term will be 1. And how about this term will be cosine is 1, then that term is 0, and then this term will be 0, and how about this term will be 0.98 times 4 and times 1. Okay, hope I did not make a mistake here. So 0, and then this term will be now yes, so it is yeah, this term is b. Okay, from here it's b, and from here I get minus 3a. Okay, from here I get minus 3a, this is 0, and then from here I get 0.98 times 4, so it will be 4 times 0.98 is 4 8s are 32, and then 4 9s are 36 plus 39, so 3.92. okay, so now we know the value of a, so we can input. So 0 is equal to b minus 3, a was 0.745 and plus 3.92. so solve it for b, so then I will get the value of b as, so the value of b will be minus 1.685. so finally the solution of the equation will be e power minus 3t times a was 0.745 cosine of t minus 1.685 sine of t, and now the particular part was where was the particular part? So this one, minus 0.245 cosine of 40, and then it was 0.98 sine of 4 plus 0.98 sine of 4t. So this is the solution. So let's see one more example. But before we go to the next example, let's see some let's have some comment on this equation of this solution. So if you can see that the homogeneous part and the non-homogeneous parts are different in terms of that the homogeneous part is being multiplied by this decaying function. Okay, so when we can expect that the homogeneous part curve will decay with time. Okay, so that means the contribution of the homogeneous part will be low at times which are much greater, whereas this part of the particular part, it will periodically change. Okay, because there is no decaying function e power over here. Okay, so this the first part over here in this case is called as the transient part of the solution, and the second part of this solution is called as the steady state part of the solution. Okay, we will continue in the next video clip.